All praise to you, gracious Creator. You have gathered us in this university community to praise you by our words and our works. Bless the University of Alberta, which seeks to teach whatsoever things are true. Bless the students and professors, the non-academic staff and support staff, the administration, and those who volunteer on the University Board of Governors, the Senate, and the Alumni Council, and all who promote sound education in our community. We ask that those who leave here today, blessed with their degrees, may be given grace and strength to serve in our global home. May we grow in wisdom and grace before you and all your people. May this university always be home of truth and wisdom, of faith and goodwill towards all. Please be seated. Good morning on this very wet and somewhat dreary Alberta morning, but I think you'll find that this will be a very inspiring convocation. And welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Ralph Young. I have the privilege of serving as the Chancellor of the University of Alberta, and on behalf of the entire university community, I'm honored to welcome you to this convocation. To begin, I wish to acknowledge and honor all Indigenous peoples, including the Inuit, Métis, and First Nations of Treaty 6, and to acknowledge the traditional lands on which we are gathered today. I also wish to acknowledge and honor the immigrants from many nations whose contributions have added so much to our rich heritage. Our university is blessed with a diverse and inclusive culture which is built on the legacy of all those who have come before us. Today we pledge to uphold that legacy as we continue to pursue whatsoever things are true. This is a time of great joy and thanksgiving, and we are glad that so many friends and family members could join us as we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. I know that our lives are busy, more so than ever it seems, but in my experience, the older one gets, the more life seems to speed up. Chief Crowfoot of the Siksika Nation once said, and I quote, "What is life? It is a flash of a firefly in the night. It is a breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is a little shadow that runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset." So there is real value in slowing our pace and stopping once in a while to celebrate something truly important. Your graduation from the University of Alberta is such an occasion, and we are honored to share it with you. Joining the celebration on the stage today is our President, Dr. Indira Samarasekera, Ms. Shanaz Jiraj, Board of Governors Representative. We're also privileged to welcome Mr. James Baylog, who has accepted our invitation to receive an honorary doctorate of science. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrates extraordinary achievements, or recognizes remarkable service to society. I am equally delighted to welcome here on stage past honorary degree recipient Dr. Margaret Ann Armour, the Honorable Justice Andrea Moan, and the Honorable Justice D.A. Solmia, Court of Queen's Bench, Ms. Jackie Fensky, MLA for Fort Saskatchewan-Vegreville, and I would also like to recognize Elder Pauline Paulson, who is here today to extend a special personal note of congratulations to our Aboriginal graduates as they receive their degrees. Also on the stage with us today are senior staff, deans, and professors from the Academy. We are all dressed formally in our academic robes to mark the importance of this ceremony. The tradition of convocation, a gathering together of all qualified degree holders in a university community, dates back almost 700 years. Generations and generations of scholars have walked in your footsteps. But in spite of all the history and tradition within today's ceremony, our convocation is not about the past, it's really about your future. Convocation is about you, our graduates, and that promise of the future you hold in your hands. This is a day to celebrate, and I hope that you will enjoy it. I would now like to start by inviting greetings from our University Board of Governors, Ms. Shanaz Jiraj.
Eminent Chancellor Mr. Ralph Young, President Dr. Indira Samarasekera, distinguished guests, graduates, families, and friends. I'm honored to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors of the university. Convocation is a rare and important time when the entire university community gathers to celebrate the achievements since our last ceremony. Today, you'll be graduating from an institution that is recognized as one of Canada's leading universities and ranks amongst the top 100 in the world. Indeed, we have much to celebrate, but today we especially gather to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2013. We are confident that the knowledge you have gained through hard work and dedication will serve you well as you face the opportunities and challenges in our society. By completing your programs and studies, each of you has achieved a rare level of excellence, which will be forever recognized in your university degree. And now, your university has the privilege of acknowledging your success. The Board of Governors salutes you today, and we hope that this ceremony will be remembered as a highlight in a full and satisfying career. We join with families and friends in offering our sincerest congratulations and our very best wishes in all your future endeavors. Congratulations to each of you and to those who have encouraged and supported you and have thus made it possible for you to be here today. It is now my privilege to introduce Ms. Jackie Fensky, MLA from Fort Saskatchewan, Vegreville.
Well, good morning, everyone. Chancellor Young, President Samra Sakra, I really tried, and honored guests on the platform, but especially to you, the family and friends, and the graduates of this 2013 class. I would like to take a moment to thank the faculty members, the staff, and the family and friends in attendance today who, through support and encouragement, helped every student here today reach this important milestone. Graduates, today as you receive recognition for your academic achievements, you're taking an important step forward in your life's journey. And taking this step forward, you know that you have the support of your family, your friends, and your peers behind you. I am convinced that each one of you possesses the will to bring about changes that we need in this world. And Alberta has a great history of dreamers achieving amazing things. I believe that all of you will find a way to build on that legacy. You know, we've always been bold, and we've always been risk takers and innovators in this province, and today you join this great heritage. So whether you were born in Edmonton or Ottawa, Calgary or Cairo, as a graduate of the University of Alberta, you are a valuable part of our province. Regardless of whether your life's journey takes you just down the street or around the world, I hope you will take this heritage, this Alberta spirit with you on your journey. Be brave, be bold, take chances, and embrace the bright future you all have ahead of you, and never, ever stop learning. As John Updike once said, you cannot help but learn more as you take the world into your hands. Take it up reverently, for it is an old piece of clay with millions of thumbprints on it. Today we celebrate your thumbprints on this world. Today is a day of celebration. Celebrate your achievements in the company of your family and your friends. And on behalf of Premier Redford and all of my colleagues at the Legislature, I offer my heartfelt best wishes to you in your future. Graduates, congratulations.
Class of 2013, congratulations, felicitación. I look out over this auditorium and I am filled with pride at what you have accomplished at the University of Alberta. This is a day for celebrating your success, for reflecting upon all that you have learned, for acknowledging all those hours that you spent in the classroom, the library, and laboratory, for reviewing the experiences you gained out in the field, on co-op placements, community service learning, and studying abroad. Be proud of your achievements. Be thankful to your parents and families for all the support that they've given you. Your families are extremely proud of you. You have no idea the sense of relief they are experiencing. A piece of advice: now would be a good time to ask for money. You graduate at an exciting time. Virgin Galactic, the world's first commercial space line, not airline, space line, announced that they have recruited 2 pilots for their commercial flight team. Space travel for ordinary people like you and me will become a reality in your lifetime. I wonder if you have been following over the last several weeks the tweets of Canada's own celebrated astronaut, Chris Hadfield, commander of Expedition 35 of the International Space Station. Chris Hadfield was only 9 years old when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. Inspired to become an astronaut, he was the first Canadian to leave a spacecraft and float freely in space. He was the first Canadian to operate the Canadarm. Did you know that 2 University of Alberta alumni played significant roles in the making of Canadarm, Canada's most renowned contribution to the human space program? Gary Lindbergh, a U of A alumnus, was Canadarm's project manager, while another alumnus, Lloyd Pinckey, built the Space Vision System that gave Canadarm 2 eyes as well as arms. It was in 1981 that Canadarm made its debut on the Space Shuttle Columbia. Now, in 2013, we are on the verge of commercial space travel. This is all the more amazing when you consider that it was only 110 years ago, in 1903, that Orville and Wilbur Wright made the first controlled, powered, and sustained human flight. Their first plane cost less than $1,000, and the first flight lasted 12 seconds, traveled a distance of 120 feet at 6.8 miles per hour. Surprised they just didn't quit. And so their journey began. It was neither easy nor speedy. They had trouble establishing legitimacy. Most newspapers didn't cover their efforts because no one believed it. They endured crashes, patent wars, and lawsuits. Finally, in 1909, they incorporated the Wright Brothers Company, and in November of 1910, they transported the first commercial cargo for a payload of $5,000, and they launched a flying school. By 1916, Wright brothers had trained 115 pilots, and commercial aviation was launched, the wellspring of today's space travel. Theirs is an amazing story of grit and entrepreneurship. Unfortunately, Wilbur died at the age of 45 of typhoid fever, and Orville sold the company. On Wilbur's death, his father, Milton, wrote this about him in his diary, and I quote, "A short life, full of consequences, an unfailing intellect, imperturbable temper, great self-reliance, and great modesty, seeing the right clearly, pursuing it steadfastly, he lived and died," unquote. As you graduate today, I want you to reflect on the lives of Wilbur and Orville Wright and the many who followed them to develop aviation and space travel, including Neil Armstrong, Chris Hadfield, and University of Alberta alumni Gary Lindbergh and Lloyd Pinckey. They saw the right clearly. They lived lives of consequences. They have led good lives. Today, as you graduate from the University of Alberta, I challenge all of you to live a good life. And what will that entail? In our society, we tend to equate a good life with an easy life, a life of quickly achieved professional success, personal happiness, and financial security. While it is my hope that you experience all of these good things, I want to turn this notion on its head. Today, I want to suggest to you that a good life is not an easy life, but an uneasy one. A good life makes you uncomfortable. It includes adversities. It presents you with difficulties that take all of your knowledge, ingenuity, and energy to solve. It tests fortitude and teaches you the value of failure. Seeing adversity as a positive force is out of fashion in our society right now. As parents, my children are only a few years older than you. We have tried to raise you well. That has included shielding you from hardship, wanting to save you from pain. But sometimes I worry that with the best of intentions, we have inadvertently taught you another lesson, a lesson that teaches you that you need our protection because you can't handle the really difficult challenges. But do not underestimate yourself. Today, you receive a degree from the University of Alberta. If we have done our job well, we have challenged you to work very hard, to stretch yourself intellectually and creatively. We've asked you to get out of your comfort zone and forced you to ask tough questions of yourself. Now, I want you to go out and seize the opportunity to build the new organizations, industries, and institutions our society obviously needs. Your generation is much more equitable, open, and tolerant than mine or your parents. You can be the generation that comes up with solutions we need to solve the cultural and political conflict and reimagine international relations. New technologies, you're already there, using them in every endeavor, from teaching to scientific research, to design, to business, to arts, to culture. Can you see the potential in new forms of media for building community, citizen action, information sharing, and so on? Absolutely. Will it be easy? No. Will it take enormous amounts of determination and energy to do the work that needs doing? Yes, it will. But this is what it means to live a good life. Today, you join a family of U of A alumni who stand 275,000 strong. This family will also include today's honorary degree recipient, Mr. James Baylog. Throughout the history of our university, graduates and honorary degree recipients have been inspired by the two fundamental values on which the U of A is built: the pursuit of truth, qua cumque vera, and the call to use the knowledge for uplifting of the whole people. We need you to live a good life. I know that you can and that you will. A good life is not shaped by what you are given, but by what it demands from you and how you use your gifts to respond to those demands. Lived well, it will bring you enormous joy and great satisfaction. J.K. Rowling of Harry Potter fame called on Harvard's graduating class of 2008 to live a good life in her Convocation address. I conclude with her words, and I quote, "Tomorrow, I hope that even if you remember not a single word of mine, you remember those of Seneca, an old Roman I met when I fled down the classics corridor in search of ancient wisdom. He said, 'As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters.' I wish you all very good lives. Congratulations.
A University of Alberta honorary degree is intended to recognize and honor outstanding individuals whose significant achievements and contributions are worthy of the university's highest honor. The awarding of an honorary degree is intended to encourage a standard of excellence which is exemplary to students and to society. While fields of endeavor and accomplishments vary widely, each recipient is truly unique, and each recipient, by accepting an honorary degree, brings honor to this great university. The vision of the University of Alberta is to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community, building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, I am honored to introduce James Dennis Baylog for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. According to many of the world's top glaciologists, James Baylog has done more than anyone else to communicate the impact of a warming planet on the Arctic. Combining insights from art and science, Mr. Baylog has redefined environmental photography and has brought into the public eye dramatic evidence of change to the ice sheets and glaciers of the Northern Hemisphere. Imagine giant camera systems embedded in the mountains across the high Arctic, cameras designed to resist extreme weather conditions and to capture up to 8,000 images per year. Imagine the planning and grueling field work required to set up and monitor these cameras year after year. And now imagine the value of this data to glaciologists and scientists around the world. These cameras are part of James Baylog's Extreme Ice Survey, the most wide-ranging glacier study ever conducted using ground-based real-time photography. Described by polar scientists as a game changer, the kind of person who comes along maybe once in a generation, James Baylog is deeply committed to exploring and expanding our understanding of our relationship with this planet. He has won many awards for his work, including North American Nature Photography Association's Outstanding Photographer for 2008, and Photomedia's Person of the Year for 2011. A passionate advocate and educator, he continues to present the story and images from the Extreme Ice Survey to policymakers around the world. James Baylog is a man of remarkable perseverance and vision. Eminent Chancellor, with great respect, I present to you James Dennis Baylog.
James Dennis Baylog, in recognition of exemplary artistic achievements and his significant service to glaciological community, our environment, and society, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, and to express the hope that we shall continue to be blessed by your wise counsel for many years to come. Congratulations, James.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you.
Let's hold this for you, but I'll just take you over.
Good morning. What a beautiful morning. Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, Representative on the Board of Governors, graduates, friends, and family. It's a great honor to be here. Even though I'm from one of those pesky states south of the 49th parallel, I truly love Canada. I married a Winnipeg native, the daughter of a family originally from Medicine Hat, Alberta. I've spent a lot of time in the Canadian Arctic and the mountains of Alberta and British Columbia, so it's wonderful to be back home, in my home away from home, receiving this honorary Doctor of Science degree. Thank you so much for this distinction. I've had the great fortune to have an incredible professional life as a photographer, mountaineer, scientist, and storyteller. My life's work has been to shift human perception of the natural environment in our relationship to it. Adventures in perception have taken me from the Arctic to Antarctica, from Africa to Borneo to Greenland, and one of the most stunning shifts of perceptual assumption I've ever had came from a gorilla. The gorilla's name was Coco. She had been taught 1,000 words of sign language by a researcher who wanted to get a glimpse of what was inside the primate mind. The very first thing Coco said to me in sign language, translated by the researcher, was, "Does he have any candy?" I did not. I like candy, but I didn't have any with me. The next thing she said was, "Does he have any nipples?" The scientist and I looked at each other, more than a little bit surprised, wondering where this line of inquiry was going. "Yes, he has nipples," we replied, "but he's a boy." With that, Coco pivoted on her knuckles and ran off into the forest. Later, after a lot of other curious events that we don't have time to discuss here, she came back, sat down right in front of me, 3 feet away. She lifted up my shirt and started playing with my nipples. Now, I tell you this story not for lurid entertainment, but because it shattered my assumptions about what was going on inside the minds of animals. Inherited human wisdom has always said that gorillas were big, scary, dumb beasts, focused on food, power, and procreation. Coco showed me that a lot more than that is happening. So this becomes a suggestion to you to challenge other aspects of received wisdom in the world around you. Just because the entire society seems to be guided by one notion or another doesn't mean it's valid. Don't be guided by systems of belief. Belief is dogmatic adherence to inherited assumptions regardless of the evidence. By contrast, rationality is reasonable evidence reasonably considered. In a word, think. With thinking comes fresh perception. With perception comes vision and creativity. And I've come to believe that creativity is the lifeblood of the world. It is just as important as air, water, and food, for without it, the world shrivels. Creativity and vision can blossom in all spheres of life, from science to the visual arts. The key to vision is to keep thinking, keep staying curious, to ask why, and then ask, why not something else? As you've already heard, looking at the conflict between humanity and nature has been at the core of my career. Having said that, it might be a surprise to hear me say that I do not believe in climate change. Let me say that again. I do not believe in climate change. Around the world, my Extreme Ice Survey team has been maintaining a vast network of time-lapse cameras. They're designed to monitor glaciers and see what's happening to the ice. A long time ago, I was skeptical about climate change for a variety of reasons. So when I started the Extreme Ice Survey, I was wondering if a changing climate would, in fact, make the ice go away. Now, in the course of the project, I've become aware that tens of thousands of thoughtful, prudent, hardworking women and men all over the world, scientists, engineers, military people, and so on, many of them here at the University of Alberta, are also trying to determine if climate change is affecting their own spheres of interest. Guess what? When you sift through the evidence rationally, without doctrine and dogma getting in the way of clear thought, you discover that essentially all the reasonable evidence shows climate change happening. And unfortunately, that human burning of fossil fuels is the main cause. Main cause, not the only cause, but the main cause. So when I say I don't believe in climate change, I mean it, I don't. It is not a question of my belief. It is a question of rationally weighing the real world evidence. My thinking mind understands it, and our pictures see it. We can't wish climate change away or negotiate it away. The basic chemistry and physics of the atmosphere are what they are. Change the composition of the air that you and I inhale every 4 seconds, and you change the dynamics of the atmosphere. It's that simple. This new reality overturns an ancient inherited assumption that people can treat our blue sky as a garbage dump, and it won't make any difference. In fact, it does. Climate change isn't just a problem for the future, it's a problem right now. It compromises our safety, our food and water supply, our health, our military stability, and a lot of other aspects of civil society. It's terribly expensive. Whether the impacts are in your front yards today or in your children's backyards tomorrow, the causes of climate change come from our current activities. We must take action to mitigate it. Intelligence commands it, and human decency demands it. So how does all this apply to you, the graduates? As you've already heard, the new vision that you bring to our world is desperately needed. Old ways of doing things are driving us over a cliff. For the world to be healthier, safer, and more prosperous, we need new perspectives in science, in engineering, in education, in public policy, in finance, and all the rest of it. And that's what you can bring. The sustenance of a stable civilization requires that we all do our part. Visionary thinking by many people worldwide is already giving birth to some of the great fortunes of tomorrow. I've met some of these people who are in the process of minting their next $1 billion. It's absolutely incredible what's going on right now. So you too can participate in these new opportunities. Will it be easy to reshape the world as we know it? Certainly not. What's important is not always easy, not always entertaining, and not always instantly profitable. And yet, in the endless history of women and men, the people who really count accept the fact that we must do the hard work anyway. So use your minds, your voices, your skills to challenge the old assumptions and make the world a more survivable place. And all of that leads me back to Coco, the clever gorilla. Now, when we last heard from Coco, she was playing with my nipples and she ran off into the forest. Well, she came back later on. Knuckle walked up to me and she stopped with her face just a few inches from my own. I mean, literally just like right close to me. Her two chestnut brown eyes bore into me like lasers. I held my breath, tense and unsure if she was about to clobber me or kiss me. But you know what she did? She lifted up her big, hairy black hand and gently tapped my right temple. Then she pivoted and walked away. I later learned that tapping my temple was sign language for the word smart. She was reminding me, and I am reminding you, that our most important asset is clear thought in response to a complex and evolving world. Use your smarts. Your power is in your thoughts and imagination. May the force of your own thinking be with you Onward, and congratulations to all of you.
Dr. Balog, thank you so much for your wise and inspiring words about creativity and challenging conventional wisdoms and the message of cocoa. In Canada, you may not know, but cocoa is a drink that we drink on cool, rainy days like today. Your presence today and your thoughtful words have been a great gift and one we will treasure for many, many years to come. It's wonderful for our students to hear your perspective and to share this stage with you. To commemorate this honorary degree, we would now like to have Dr. James Balog sign our university honor roll. Thank you, Dr. Balog. You are now officially one of our family. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called across the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we will have an opportunity to congratulate you. When we shake hands, that will be the moment that your degree is granted and you become a graduate. On your journey across the stage, you will walk past the University of Alberta Mace. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates to our community. Enjoy your day, and I look forward to meeting you on stage.
The candidates for degrees will please rise and follow on page 5 of the Convocation program. Please rise. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country? These things.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, and for all who believe to serve your God, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jonathan Schaefer, I present the following degrees in the Faculty of Science for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honors. The Lieutenant Governor's Gold Medal, the Dr. Ali Amir Hussein Scholarship in Mathematics, David Sepethvari with First Class Honors, Bachelor of Science with Honors.
David Shepeshwari is this year's recipient of the Lieutenant Governor's Gold Medal, awarded to the graduating student in an honors program in the Faculty of Science who has shown the highest distinction in scholarship. David's academic excellence has been recognized throughout his time here at the University of Alberta through scholarships and awards that have included 2 Jason Lang scholarships and 3 undergraduate research awards. In his free time, David has actively volunteered at the university with the creation of the Iverson Computing Science Exam, a high school algorithmic problem-solving competition. Congratulations, David. So are you going to graduate school or where are you going? Oh, wonderful. Well, congratulations and stay in touch. Let us know how you're doing. Good luck.
With a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Elizabeth McKinnon Adamowicz, with First Class Honors. Naik Bakat Arbadzada, with First Class Honors. A Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Kristen Julia Arnold, with First Class Honors. A Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Misha Vance Bandit, with First Class Honors. Lael Dan Barlow. Dylan John Bosgra with First Class Honors. Monica Rose Bottomley with First Class Honors. Marie Heather Bronson with First Class Honors. A Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Megan Alana Brown with First Class Honors. Darby Trent Brox with First Class Honors. Siobhan Hannah Buck with honors. Michelle Elizabeth Casey with First Class Honors. A Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Victor Choi with First Class Honors. Christina Marlene Shute with First Class Honors. Stephen Matthew Clement. Chelsea Brianne Colton with First Class Honors. Philippa Rose Cookson Hills with First Class Honors. Pendleton James Macklin Cox. A silver medal in science, Yuri Delange with first-class honors. A Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Nolan Thomas Denman with first-class honors. Jace Leslie Dragonyuk with first-class honors. A Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Eric Duong with first-class honors. Mariam Shazana Dukefli with first-class honors. Laura Michelle Edwards with first-class honors. Brendan Shalou Eggleston. Tennille Rose Fleshaker. Zoe Lynn Francis with first-class honors. Gregory Fitzgerald Funston with first-class honors. And a Dean's Silver Medal in Science. Kelsey Nicole Gill with first-class honors. Recipient of the Chair's Medal in Physiology, a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Ishrat Gill with first-class honors. Logan Emil Gilmore with first-class honors. Claire Regis Gizowski with first-class honors. Recipient of the Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Cameron David Griffiths with first-class honors. Sarah Ann Heifliger with first-class honors. Recipient of the Louis S. Crosby Memorial Gold Medal in Physics, Landon Keith Haynes with first-class honors. Tracy Ka-Yi Ho. Recipient of a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Michelle Berdigan Huguet with first-class honors. Afika Kamarul Zaman. Lin Sin Kin. Kayla Rose Kurtzinger. Aneta Kratochville. Azra Katun Lari. Caitlin Marie Latavich. Karen Vivian Lithgow with first-class honors. Chantal Nicole Magnan with first-class honors. Recipient of a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Jasmine Leanne Ma with first-class honors. Ajay Peter Manuel. Catherine Alegovna Melnik. Recipient of a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Reginald Elvis Miller with first-class honors. Christopher Ryan Mitchell. V. Kwok Nguyen. Recipient of a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Myung Chul No with first-class honors. Ashkan Nozohur Mehrabad. Uchenna Chukwuka Obukwe. Yasmin Omanovich. James Arthur Randall Osgood with first-class honors. Mark Angelo Parsons with first-class honors. Daniel James Fan with first-class honors. Parsana Pillay. Alan Michael Poon with first-class honors. Ian James Potts with first-class honors. David Norman Pershke. Mansi Rajagopal with first-class honors. Morgan Jean Randall with first-class honors. Ryan Scott Reed with first-class honors. Cameron James Allen Rempel. Tiffany Marie Riddle. Kieran Elijah Edward Ryan Jean with first-class honors. Amanda St. Onge with first-class honors. Kinsho Santa. Recipient of a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Alan Yakov Shapiro with first-class honors. Anwar Zohaib Sadiki with first-class honors. A Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Ramana Gura Siva Piragasam with first-class honors. Alana Mae Smith with first-class honors. Recipient of a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Kimberly Smith with first-class honors. Brendan Curtis Snow. Recipient of a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Kayla Dawn Stan with first-class honors. A Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Kimberly Nicole Steinbring with first-class honors. Recipient of a Dean's Silver Medal in Science, Rahim Suleiman with first-class honors. Cody Allen Garnett, surgeon. David Guy Tatro with first class honors. The recipient of the gold medal in chemistry and a Dean's silver medal in science, Ki Rin Lim Tran with first class honors. Alice Troitskaya. Jeremy Matthew Vizco with first class honors. Brett Friedrich Wagenhast with first class honors. Alyssa Michelle Weinrow with first class honors. Patrick Welsh with first class honors. Muriel Doreen Will with first class honors. Francis Ting Ming Wong with first class honors. Cody Guan Nan Wu with first class honors. Jennifer Ewan with first class honors. Jesse Zhu with first class honors. Dwight Robert Melvin Zenner with first class honors.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science with specialization, Sean Aaron Adam with distinction. Tanya Valen Allen. William Ames. Sanya Iqbal Amiri. Stephen Jeffrey Anderson with distinction. Robin Michael Arneson with distinction. Brandon Michael Ayotte with distinction. Austin Bautista. Corey Kenneth Berg. Megan Lynn Biglow. Michael Peter Bick. Reed Thomas Bokenfor. Michael James Bornick. Natasha Boshniak. Rayan Bou Faraj. Whitney Dawn Beisterveld. Margaret Ann McCartney Campbell with distinction. Emma Carroll with distinction. Chanel Marie Catigan. Caitlin Robin Chalmers. Lauren Jennifer Chan with distinction. Teresa Chan. Bevan Ying Kong Cheng. Jeffrey Chung Yu Cheng. Daniel Chi Yun Chue with distinction. Matthew Frederick Church. Adama J. Judy Dang with distinction. Brianne Kimberly Debler. Natasha Darshi with distinction. Cheng Hao Dong. Kevin Dong. Anna Claudia Drummond. Karina Simeon D'Souza. Moya Keely Dupuy. Jessica Mary Jane Edwards. Kelsey Marissa Edwards with distinction. Christian Emmanuel Epp. Michael Andrew Esau. Christopher James Evernden with distinction. Bryson Myron Iwanchuk. Patrick Joshua Fortin. Mark Ryan Franklin. Matthew Tyler Freilich. Nicola Marie Gale with distinction. Amber Claire Gamma with distinction. Joyu Gao. Janelle Dawn Gurgley. Dylan Gibbs with distinction. Aislinn Heather Gilbank with distinction. Laura Crystal Gillard. Carissa Shalene Giraldi with distinction. Melvin Rono Gomez. Natasha Prashanti Govindasamy with distinction. Brad Charles Everett Graham. David Gordon Green. Ping Guang. Kevin Daniel Haggerty. Rochelle Elise Halibut. Tori David Hallen. Devin Michael Peter Hanchar with distinction. Theodore Miller Hansen. Dominica Harrison. Ka He Ho with distinction. Peter Hubacek. Julian Ross Hudson. Sayed Monib Hussein. Melanie Dawn Yeager. Michaela Maria Johnson. Amina Kapasi with distinction. Nurez Kassam. Callan James Kenyon with distinction. Michalina Angelica Kezek with distinction. Riley Layton Killam. Haylin Kim. Emily Bernice King with distinction. Kurt Ronald Kleinfeld. Aaron Mitchell Conyer. Shannon Tara Krejci. Cody Robert Kuchka with distinction. Emmett Larivière. Daniel Lee. Stephanie Jane Lem. Edmund Chunhim Leung. Ti Chung Leung. Li Si. Shujun Pierre Lin. Shongshong Lu. Yiming Lu. Patrick Wylan Lo with distinction. Juan Carlo Rico Lorena. Carmen Elizabeth Loyak. Stephanie Elizabeth Lunn with distinction. Peter Liu. Raymond Ma. Evan James McDonald. Andrew Nico Magnaye. Veronica Jane Masick. Courtney Jade Mason. Derek James Stewart Matheson with distinction. Hunter Donald McCall. James Robert McNeese. Brittany Laurie Miller. Mary Elizabeth Mitten with distinction. Brendan Kyle Morehouse. Micah Morin with distinction, recipient of the APEGA Past President's Medal in Geophysics. Madia Muin. Shane Robert Murnahan. Matthew Joseph Nagy. Camden Jared Narst. Glenn Andrew Nelson with distinction. Silok Ai. Brent Alexander Nelson with distinction. Kayla Ann Noble with distinction. Dwayne Frederick Nodden. Oliver William Martin Norris. Mark Novakovic. Recipient of the Gold Medal in Science, Alan O'Brien with distinction. Mubulaji Omuyele Okubanjo with distinction. Lucas Sebastian Paluch with distinction. Bhavi Kanubai Patel. Justin Kyle Patton. Hong Ya Chung. Austin Caleb Penner. Tamara Nadine Peterson. Timothy Douglas Phillips with distinction. Lauren Ann Pounder with distinction. Miguel Ramirez. Azizullah Razai. Matthew Taylor Robertson. Mohammed Hajjan Hakim Rohimi. Aina Suhela Samsudin. Chitao Sang. Benjamin Simon Schaefer. Jade Lynn Schreier. Andrew Walter Seidel. Brittany Marie Shannon with distinction. Yangshi Shao. Andrea Rochelle Simeone with distinction. Dylan Shirley. Lindsay Marie Smetaniak. Janelle Beth Smiley Weens with distinction. Anthony Mark Sopko. Tori Quinn Spencer with distinction. Andrew Peter Stack. Joseph Stang. Kayla Ann Stevens.
Matthew Straga.
Matthew Straga. Dustin Matthew Straga. Patrick Huntley Strickland. Can you let me know if you're adding another name? Devin Stubing. Cheng Su with distinction. Evan Stewart Talbot with distinction. Han Cern Tan. Kevin Tang. Otto Y. Yin Sung. Whitney Teed with distinction. Javon Ten. Brad Robert Thiessen. Bryce Nelson Thomas. Brianna Mae Thompson. Megan Claire Tobin with distinction. Kayla Van Buren. Paul Brian Christopher Vandermeer. Shelby Lynn Vincent. Yasmin Vogely with distinction. Brett Allen Walliser. Albert Zichawan. James Tse Yuan Wong. Yi Wang. Izun Wang. Spencer Elliott Jan Wassel. Jade Brittany Waugh. Laura Elizabeth Webb with distinction. Christina Jocelyn Wong with distinction. Yok Fuan Wong with distinction. Danica Nicole Westner. Yue Xiu. David Jayun Shu with distinction. Richard Yando. Guang Yon Young. Norma Jane Young. Kelvin Jin Yi Yu. Patrick Aaron Zuwenyak. Junliang Chung. Chen Hung Chung. Larry Chung with distinction. Vanessa Danielle Zuzak. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Nat Cav, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Elizabeth Gabrielle Beaubien. Sherry Lynn Clare. Irma Diaz Aguilar. Esab Jenab. Melissa Lynn Johnson. Dean David McKenzie. Andrea Marie McGregor. Anne Christina Shirley McIntosh. Sabaratnam Nugaliswaran. Sahar Navidgasalisamad. Miranda Nicolette Smith. Fatimi Begum Subhan. Sibele Torres. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Arts, Indu Sunder. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Science, Melissa Crystal Daniels with a Master of Science and a certificate in Community-Based Research and Evaluation. Ignace Guy Lenge. Metzeri Lil Davila. Sarah Jean Lucas. Tania Giseline Vasconcelos de Morales. Patrick Vusamuzi Nlovu. Ingrid Rivera Iniguez. Caitlin Jessica Schmidt. Rifat Shams. Simon Christopher Slater. Diana Christina Soria. Lucila Triador. Lenore Turner. Nilusha Velagadara. Sihong Yu. Justina Su Shang. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Forestry, Brian Tyler Davis. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Conservation Studies, recipient of the Dean's Medal in Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences, Haley Nicole Campbell with distinction.
This year's recipient of the Dean's Medal in Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences is Holly Campbell. This is awarded to the graduating student with the highest academic standing in the final 2 years of the program. The medal is annually donated by the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences. Holly has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout her academic career at the University of Alberta, receiving various scholarships for her successes, including the Louise McKinney Scholarship and the Andrew Winnick Memorial Scholarship. Holly will continue her education this fall when she begins her master's in resource economics and environmental sociology. In the future, Holly plans to continue her academic career as she has set her sights on a PhD. Congratulations, Holly, and best of luck. Well done.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Ryan Eli Akdemichuk. Dustin Douglas Banks. Stacy Ann Becker. Yanfeng Go. Megan Hoida. Talon Marie Johnson with distinction. Roxy Olita Korth with distinction. Jacob Thomas George Honestchuk. Sophie Sauvé. Lacey Marie Scaling. Ian Paul Stoley with distinction. Jessica Lynn Wilson.
Teresa.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Food Science, Teresa Irene Abday. Lina Hani Almawi. Serena Catherine Anthony with distinction. Rachel Au. Shailene Chantel Bachelet. Sydney Mae Bennell. Addison Bignold. China Rose Burkett. Roxanne Bitar. Madeline Jean Bolin. Chantal Lynn Bouchard. Neil Robert Brett. Amanda Lynn Butchko. Corey Leanne Cardell. Sarah Marie Cicchini with distinction. Kara Chase with distinction. Nancy Chow with distinction. Catherine Anya Clark. Keena Noel Davies. Amanda Maria Jean Dillabaugh. Michelle Lynn Dotto. Tammy Sushai Du. Jason Jeffrey Dudka. Recipient of the Amy M. Coates Memorial Medal in Foods and Nutrition, Kelsey Nan Fairbairn with distinction. Kimberly Ann Fraser. Stacy Lynn Fudge. Gloria Sionan Fung. Hui Geng. Carmel Elizabeth Greater. Carrie Ann Grunsky with distinction. Alexandra Kathleen Hansen. Michelle Elizabeth Hanatiak with distinction. Isabel Hockey Ho. Farron Adria Hercue. Selim Jang. Carla Faye Jans. Robert Victor Koshmarsky. Jessica Leanne Koch. Aaliyah Dawn Larwill. Colleen Megan Leonard. The Warren W. and Ida E. Pravy Memorial Medal in Home Economics, Amanda Yu Jun Leong with distinction. Beatrice Leong. Florence Lukmito with distinction. Carly Joelle Ma. Rima Malak. Danica Beverly Molson with distinction. Laura Elizabeth Norton with distinction. Robin Elizabeth O'Callahan. Kylie Danielle Ostrup. Sarah Margaret Page. Melissa Sherry Lynn Patterson.
Perez.
Lindsay Nicole Perez. Megan Ann Pope. Charlene Michelle Pors with distinction. Laura Colleen Reedman with distinction. Amanda Deborah Valentine. Sydney Jean St. James with distinction. Tiange Shi. Weilin Xu with distinction. Lara Catherine Skoberg with distinction. Susan Beth Somerville. Meredith Gentina Switink Binema with distinction. Recipient of the Medal in Food Science, Tian Ying Tao with distinction. Ashley Thackeray with distinction. Raina Marie Thompson. Nadia Sabrina Toppin with distinction. Ho Yi Wan. Ashley Nicole Warner. Amy Erica Wedman with distinction. Laura Victoria White with distinction. Barbara Winsler with distinction. Kelvin Wallace Wong. Ying Xie. Danyang Xu. Felicia Yo. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Forestry, Andrew Cook. Danielle Lottie Lenore Chestnus. Recipient of the Forest Biology Scholarship, Lana Beverly Tarnowski. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Food Business Management, Youngchu Chai. Xiang Dang. Ray Ho. Hao Yung Lung. Yi Zhou Liu. Matthew Joe Norman Murphy. Daniel Peter Schwenk with distinction. Allison Emily Voss. He Yun. Siju Chang. Xinghoi Ju. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Conservation Studies, Jenna Sarah Aburisk. Sarah Elise Anderson with distinction. Stephen Eric Anderson. Michael John Bassarab. Cedar Jocelyn Lona Bodette Hodsman. Marcus Alexander Becker. Mark Alexander Belstead. Andrea Mae Boyce. Caitlin Marie Chi. Ji Tui. Diana DeBroa. Matthew Ryan Darren with distinction. Jason Russell Davidson with distinction. Scott Andrew Dunn. Yiping Hao. Christopher Daniel Dunn Hazeltine with distinction. Ryan Edward Peter Hercue. Karen Elizabeth Jones with distinction. Megan Courtney Lewis with distinction. Brianne Andrea Lovestrom with distinction. Kimberly Margaret Odell. Amanda Joan Parsons. Courtney Ray Teleski with distinction. Ashley Ada Thorson. Cassandra Lee Van Ember. Marie Frances Villard with distinction. Katrina Villeneuve with distinction. Nan Wei. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Ecology, Lisa Marie Allen.
Stephanie Louise
Stephanie Louise
Appelt.
Appelt.
Jessica Catherine Babby.
Jessica Catherine Babby, with distinction.
Lina Bufakerdine.
Lena Bufakerdine. Recipient of, Lindsay Joan Budd.
Just Kate Carlson.
Kate Carlson.
Jyoti
Jyoti
Chan.
Chan. Mang Kwan Shung.
Therese Damer.
Juliana Marie-Therese Damer.
Kirsten Dimbiki.
Kirsten Lauren Dembicki, with distinction. Vanessa Ray Green, with distinction.
Candice Cavell
Candace Cavell
Kelly.
Kelly, with distinction.
Jacqueline Salma
Jacqueline Salma
Khan.
Khan. Kate Marie Laban. Carmen Lee. Jessica Lynn Mark. Kayla Nicole Murray, with distinction.
Brittany Nguyen.
Brittany Nguyen. Courtney Jade Proctor. Amy Leah Rollins. Kara Alexandra Rose. Kelsey Margaret Rutar.
Avishta Lena Silas.
Avishta Lena Siraz. Amanda Dawn Thorson, with distinction. Kaylee Weber. Crystal Rosalie Woloshin.
Zagadlo.
Margaret Zagadlo. Eminent Chancellor, Eminence, for the degree of au grade de Bilingual Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Conservation Sciences, Baccalauréat bilingue et Sciences de l'Environnement et de la Conservation, Ruth Josephine Gruel. Carly Marie Lynch. Jennifer Elizabeth McGinnis.
Catherine Ilan
Catherine
Tran.
Ilan Tran. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Animal Health, Kylie Ann Adams.
Siobhan Lindsay Breck.
Siobhan Lindsay Brecht.
Budzik.
Sheldon John Budzik.
Rianne Forshner.
Rianne Kathleen Forshner.
Hilson Taylor.
Kendra Michelle Hilsentegger, with distinction.
Josephine.
Josephine Camille Hunt, with distinction.
Kliparcha.
Kristen Lee Kliparchuk. Maisie Lamb.
Just
Annie Lee.
Lewis.
Recipient of the Roy Herbert Ensign Moore Scholarship in Agriculture, Jessica Lynn Mewis with distinction.
Moland.
Sarah Evelyn Moland with distinction.
Nakonechny.
Lindsay Joelle Nakonechki. Kayla Dawn Nielsen with distinction. Cassandra Lee Peterson. Julia Teresa Pulowski with distinction. Peter Brian Rollheiser. Lillian Danielle Smerick.
Just Mary Jo.
Mary Jo with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance today.
Wow, what a great morning. I think you'll agree with me that having 764 students graduate today is impressive. Today is a truly proud moment for the University of Alberta. In total, we will graduate 6,756 students this spring convocation. Now, according to my rough calculations, that represents approximately 270,000 courses completed and 811,000 classroom hours. If each of you actually did the average 3 hours of studying outside the class for each hour in class, of course you did. We would have had well over 3.2 million hours in total devoted to earning the degrees completed this year. Amazing. All those hours represent a lot of time. Time that you might have devoted to your family and friends, to cleaning the house, to doing the laundry, walking the dog, paying the rent. Time when your parents and families had to pick up the slack while you were otherwise engaged. So graduates, it's your turn to get up, turn around, and give a huge round of applause to all the people who supported you throughout, to your parents, spouses, partners, children, siblings. Okay, now that I have you all back with us, it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. Graduates, today you irrevocably become part of the U of A family. I know you will do us proud and will join with the tens of thousands of alumni who've gone before you and do your part in uplifting the whole people. Before we formally induct all of you into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, we want to remind you of the journey you've been on to get to this ceremony with the presentation of a special video montage for which the words also appear in the back of your program. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in celebration of the university's centenary in 2008 and is performed by Chorale Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnon. It was composed by Professor Emeritus Dr. France Lavoisier-Ouimet and arranged by U of A alumnus Dr. Alan Bevan, and captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at the university. I hope that the images that will accompany the song show some of your own particular story and bring back fond memories of your time spent here. Enjoy.
Je Chancellor. My name is Darlene Bouvier, and I'm a proud University of Alberta graduate. And it is my honor to bring greetings from the Alumni Association. Among your alumni family are a Prime Minister, a Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, a Nobel laureate, as well as many other outstanding builders, business leaders, artists, educators, and humanitarians around the world. Alumni all dedicated to uplifting the whole people. And today, you become one of our great alumni of the University of Alberta. It is my honor to hereby welcome you and officially induct you to the University of Alberta Alumni Association. Graduates, would you please stand? As a new ambassador for the University of Alberta, I call upon you to use the knowledge you have gained here for the betterment of yourselves and others. I call upon you to maintain a lifelong connection with your university. As an alumnus of the University of Alberta, be proud of your degree and your fellow alumni. Nurture lifelong friendships cultivated on this campus. Celebrate our university's many successes and recommend it to others. And take part in alumni associations' many events and activities. You are now officially a lifetime member of a powerful worldwide network of friends and colleagues. On behalf of all alumni, I am very pleased to welcome you to the University of Alberta Alumni Association. Congratulations and best wishes in all your future endeavors. Thank you. You may sit down.
Just a few final words to close our convocation ceremony today. Graduates, all of us on the stage understand how hard you've worked to get here today. Author Victor Hugo called perseverance the secret of all successes. Dr. James Baylog, thank you once again for sharing your experience and wisdom with our university family. By accepting this honorary degree, you have brought great honor on our university. Thank you. Graduates, the world is also open for you to be leaders. Your hopes and dreams will give your life purpose and meaning, and they will also become a foundation for our future as a community. Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking on the responsibilities of being a university graduate, and thank you for joining our university alumni family. I would now like to pay a very special tribute to Mr. Jerry Kendall, Vice Provost and Registrar. Jerry has been with the University of Alberta for over 39 years, his last 7 with the Registrar's Office, and he will be ending his term in this position at the end of June. Graduates will note that his signature appears in every one of your degrees, so Jerry's name will live on in immortality. Thank you, Jerry, for all the support and hard work you have given to the university, to our students, and especially to this convocation process and ceremony. Jerry, your work is greatly valued, and we honor you with this great appreciation. Now, please also join me in thanking for the musical gifts of our superb vocalist, Miss Andrea Vogel, and the outstanding convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. In most families, we celebrate special occasions by sharing food together. So I invite everyone to please join us for some light refreshments in the main lobby and the first balcony lobby. And in closing, I'd like to offer one final simple prayer written by Dag Hammarskjöld, the former Secretary General of the United Nations, when he said, "Night is drawing nigh, for all that has been thanks, for all that shall be yes. Say yes, and your dreams will take you far, but may you always remain close to your alma mater, the University of Alberta." Enjoy this very special day.